Last problem on our 8.6 practice quiz in Algebra 2. For this problem, you get a hint. Use properties of logarithms first to simplify, and then you can solve. When you're adding two logarithms together, you may condense them. You may make them one logarithm, but what has to happen is their insides have to get multiplied together. And that's what we've been seeing all along. In other words, you're going to wind up doing some distributing. And this will become x squared minus 2x, really, inside that single log. Right now, you don't have what you had for number 3, where you had a logarithm equal to a logarithm. It's more like number 4 that we just did in the last video. You have to do a log circle when you have a log equals a number. This becomes 2 to the third is equal to x squared minus 2x. And 2 to the third is 8. So now what? Well, I'll continue up here. You can minus an 8 from both sides. You'll have 0 is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 8. And it's here where we have to review some factoring. You're looking for two numbers that will multiply to a negative 8 and simultaneously add to a negative 2. Multiplying to an 8, I think most kids begin to think about 4 and 2, although you can also think about 8 and 1. But 8 and 1, there's no way a positive negative combination of 8 and 1 could ever add up to a negative 2. With 4 and 2, we could add up to negative 2 if we choose the negative appropriately. Adding to a negative means that you have more negatives than positives in your addition. It means you must make the larger number the negative. So negative 4 plus negative 2 is, negative 4 plus positive 2 is negative 2, and negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. What do we really have? This is x minus 4, this is x plus 2. Now I'm going to set both of these equal to 0. And as you're doing that, you'll have x is equal to negative 2. Here you'll have x is equal to a 4. You should do a check. This got a little sloppy here. The negative 2 is going to fail. And I'll tell you why. Whenever a negative is inside of a log, that's going to get you into trouble. Now, a calculator would, in fact, show you that. If you were to store negative 2 in for x, and if you were to retype the left side, you're going to have to use your log base button. You'll have log base 2 of x minus 2. We're going to move out. We'll say plus. Then we'll do this again. We'll get log base 2 of x. You can pretty quickly see the calculator is going to get you an immediate answer saying you can't do that. This doesn't work. That x equals negative 2 is no good. You might wonder if the 4 works. Well, as long as you get positives inside, it will. And we can real quickly check that 4 stored in for x. If you want to retype that whole problem, you could, but listen, here's a time saver. Second enter, we'll scroll back to what you just typed in a little while ago. You'd see that when you work this out, you'd get a 3. Guys, that's what the right side does equal. There's only one answer, x equals 4.